So last week I posted a video about content creators who review problematic authors and then tell their audiences not to buy the same book that they themselves just spent money on, because why would you support this problematic person? And I knew at the time that I read a lot of problematic authors. I read a lot of authors for older books. I read a lot of older books. And the authors or the content of the books has fallen out of favor with modern sensibilities. Things like, equality and that sort of thing. So I thought maybe we could discuss how I decide whether or not I'm going to buy a book when the author is problematic. And the way I do that is if it looks interesting, I buy it. I don't really worry at the time of purchase what kind of nonsense the author has gotten up to. I find that when consuming art, it's more about the product, it's more about the thing that they've produced. And I don't think that purchasing someone's artwork, which is supporting their art, is necessarily an endorsement of their behavior on Twitter. I think art can still be beautiful and meaningful, even if the person who created it has bad ideas. And I also think that it's fine if you don't operate that way. In the case of most classics, the author had bad ideas, but they've been dead for a long time. They literally gain no benefit from me buying their book. Sometimes their estate does, and sometimes their kids do, but I don't think somebody's kid should be punished for their bad ideas. And as for contemporary authors, I think that our ability to scrutinize the minutiae of every detail of everything that someone said in a public setting forever, to hold someone accountable for things they said 10 years ago, and act like it's how they think and feel now, is disingenuous to me. I think that giving people room to grow and change over time is important, and your bad ideas of yesterday are not necessarily the way you think and feel today. That doesn't mean that it isn't. It's just that I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know what they think. I don't know what they feel. I don't know if they just stuck their foot in their mouth or if they really are a misogynist. There's no way to tell. You can say that thing you said was misogynistic. That doesn't mean that the person is misogynist, just that they either misspoke or didn't represent themselves well, or maybe they did have a bad idea, and maybe they've been given the opportunity to improve on that. I don't know. I'm not going to go sit and read through somebody's entire Twitter history and look at every interview they've had before I decide whether or not I'm going to buy a book. Who has time for that? So here's the thing. Just because I'm comfortable buying books or music or artwork by people whose ideas I'm not comfortable with, doesn't mean I expect you to be. It doesn't mean that I would even encourage you to be. It's your money. Spend it where you think it matters. And if that means that you don't spend it on people whose ideas you disagree with, that's your prerogative. It's your money. As for me, I'll continue to buy books that look interesting to me, without much regard to what the author's been up to or how long ago it was. I just don't care that much. However, I think it's important when you're reviewing books in a public forum that that information is included or at least mentioned so that people who do care have the opportunity to go and look. It'll never really be the focus of my reviews unless somebody does something really outrageous. And then, we may talk about that, but I would never use an author's behavior to discourage you from buying a book. It doesn't make sense to me. To me, the art and the artist are separate. And if you don't feel that way, that's okay. I will try to include problematic behavior in my reviews and let you decide for yourself. And I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot buy and what you can and cannot read, because it's not my place. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and of course if you like the way that I present information, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below. You can find all of my social media contacts in the description, and of course if you want to keep up with me and the progress I'm making on my current novel, you can do that at effywritesbooks.com. Thank you so much for watching, have an excellent day, and I'll see you next time.